Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Biohazard 2 Real Survival. I'd like to apologize for the 3 previous episodes in which, due to the fact my headset wasn't configured properly, there was no sound, neither commentary nor gameplay, and for that I am truly sorry, but I have managed to set up some subtitle commentary to explain just what it is exactly was going on during each of those episodes, as well as some humorous sort of commentary on my part. But in the last episode we managed to make it to the marshalling yard from the sewers, which is the dummy facade which serves as a front for Umbrella's Raccoon City laboratory, which just so happens to be our final destination. Ada is currently looking at a monitor over here, a machine control panel, there's a keyhole, and she is operating the control panel, but we need to find that keyhole. No, sorry, we need to actually find the key to operate the panel. But first and foremost, there are a couple of items here. There are some magnum bullets and some shotgun shells. I'm going to leave the magnum bullets there for the moment because, speaking of which, I'm going to actually backtrack all the way back to the sewer in order to actually retrieve the magnum in question, because this is still real survival. But if you've been following my let's play of Claire's A scenario, you will realize that once we actually get to the laboratory itself, might as well deposit the handgun and the bullets as well, and the ink ribbon there, is the fact that once we reach a certain threshold, i.e. the laboratory, we won't be able to backtrack whatsoever. So this will literally be the last time I will be backtracking all the way back to the item box in the sewer. Now, interestingly, these sort of corridors here are actually very reminiscent of the George Romero Biohazard 2 commercials used to market Biohazard 2 in Japan, which is, I think, is definitely kind of an interesting touch, personally. Though of course, having said that, we will have to go through 2 spiders and I think maybe 3 or 4 zombies lurching around in the sewers. Not to mention the fact that we will, well, also in the previous episode, we did actually encounter G briefly on this sky tram here. I have no doubt we will cross paths again, and it has been far too long since we've seen Hyde or hear of Mr. X, which is always a very ominous thing. Now, if I do play my cards right, I should be able to make it through the spiders without any trouble. But I might have to take out maybe 1 or 2 of the zombies down the sewers. And if there are any spare keys that I've missed, I will not be going back for them. At least at this instance. Of course, with the water drained, the spiders can actually go down here. I'm going to avoid you. Avoid you over there. Oh! I'll leave you for now, but that zombie is getting closer. Fortunately, they don't seem to have the capability to climb ledges at the present moment. Although I doubt that such motor functionality is actually beyond their capacity. I almost went the wrong way there for a second, so head back the right way, back to the safe room in which I've stored all my items. And yes, Leon's shotgun did in fact glitch through the elevator there. But we'll let that slide. So make sure that might as well take some other items as well while I'm at it. Might as well use one of these green herbs because I'm fairly paranoid about these sorts of things. But first things first, I want the magnum and the bullets to go with it. And might take the green herbs just in case, and the and I'm feeling super paranoid, so I'm gonna be taking the submachine gun just in case. Now when we actually get to labs, I'm going to have to be very That's not the way I wanted to go. My apologies. Definitely don't want to go that way, because there are more zombies lurking up there. And we definitely don't want that. So, back down we go, heading back to the marshalling yard, and going to have to be very careful once I get to the lab, because, yeah, believe it or not, a little bit of foreshadowing, we're not exactly going to go the same way as, oh, that was a waste. There, my mistake. Run past the two zombies there. Can't believe I wasted the one of my precious shotgun rounds, but I'll have to live with that. Dodge the spiders so that don't have to deal with any sort of proverbial nonsense. Now G is lurking around somewhere near our position, so we're going to have to be extra careful. Because even though we fended him off, we haven't necessarily incapacitated him to the point that he can't really deal with us. And even if we did, given the properties of the G virus, he is still a incredibly formidable adversary to deal with. Back out we go, and copiously checking the item box. Well, not item box, Leon's inventory, just in case. Hopefully we haven't kept Ada waiting too long, and these corridors would actually be a very unfortunate way of dealing with Mr. X, because he normally likes to hide in narrow corridors, but fortunately we've already dealt with all the zombies lurking around here, and I didn't get all turned around, which is very fortunate. So back up we go to the marshalling yard. I can finally pick up those magnum bullets, conveniently lying on the desk there, and not walk into Ada. There we go. So now we have we essentially have a full arsenal at our disposal. Yeah, can't be too careful. So, yeah, this is the factory proper. Dilapidated as it is, if I pronounce that right. And there are some handgun bullets hidden behind these barrels, which we'll get at a later date. and I do love this theme. Probably my favorite theme in all of Biohazard 2. And there's a map of the factory in question, or at least the vacant factory that I'm currently in at the moment. Now, interestingly enough, as you can observe here, there used to be a tram here, but it's gone now. Instead, this open area is completely accessible to us, and there is actually a someone has actually used the this platform that we're currently standing on now, which we're going to use to descend down to well, the lower part of this balcony area, and it is a quite a long way down. A long way indeed. Just checking my ammunition there. And it is very loud in this area, but we appear to be in some form of maintenance room or something, and apparently we're on candid camera. Smile for the camera, Leon. Okay, that's enough smiling. We should probably get going just a little bit further. Again, Bose is checking my inventory there. And, appears to be something, as soon as I can see it, and it's a key with the letter U on it. Unfortunately, we can't pick it up, but there is something over here. Apparently we can have a look at the monitor, given the fact that there's a red light flickering. So let's turn it on and see what we can see. Oh dear. Now there is a face we haven't seen in a very long time. Our good old companion, Mr. X. Apparently looking at the camera that we just looked at before, which means that he is here in this room. As we can tell by the footsteps. There we go. That shotgun, very powerful, but did actually I am going to use those herbs, just in case, because I always knew it was going to be sneaking around somewhere. And thank you for making up for the shotgun shells that I just used. And also means that I can actually pick up the key in question. Yes, we can. And while we're at it, we can examine it. A control panel key. The letter U is etched. U, of course, stands for up, as now that item now conveniently tells us. And nothing is displayed on the monitor because Mr. X completely destroyed the hell out of it with his fists. But we won't be done with you either. You're down but not out. So we need to get the hell out of Dodge as quickly as possible. Of course we, yeah, that camera is now broken. It has been completely and utterly shattered. That is how devastating Mr. X can be. So, back out we go, and make our way to Ada, because we actually have no reason to remain down here at the moment, since we now have the means to actually call the tram back up, the elevator platform, which will take us down to the laboratory in question. But it only gets, it only goes downhill from here. It adventurers, so, well, good news is we found the key. Bad news is, Mr. X has, shown up to ruin our good day. And, actually put the key to good use. And that sound...
Come on, let's go.
Let's go indeed, Leon. Forgive me for interrupting you there. But, we've used the key, so we don't need it, and, Ada is back, helping us out. Do I, Actually, you know what? Before we leave, I'll, make sure those, bullets are, placed safely within the item box, for good measure. And, of course I'll be depositing them for Herb, because I'll definitely be needing them. In fact, I'll probably mix another set of green herbs, yeah, because you never know. There are threats still lurking around every corner and crevice of this place. One can never, ever be too careful. Maybe a bad idea, but then again, maybe not. Always pays to be cautious, but one thing that I definitely don't want to do is keep those bullets in here, because I can't put them to good use otherwise. I want to try and conserve those magnum bullets for as long as possible. But our trials and tribulations won't end here anytime soon. And lo and behold, the tram is has emerged back here. We can actually now see the surrounding area. But I'm not going to be staying here anytime soon. And of course, pretty sure once we go past this point, we won't be able to go back. Which means that Claire and Sherry have most likely already arrived at the laboratory already. And of course, well, I won't talk about their journey here, because we have our own dilemma we need to deal with. Since this has already been used, we should, Ada's still wearing Sherry's pendant. No, we can't operate from in here. What am I talking about? We need to actually push the big red button that's conveniently outside of the tram, which I completely walked past. But as soon as I can... And the key is actually to go down is already in here. Well, I pushed the button. There's no going back now. There's no one else to push the up button, just in case, because that's in the factory. Once again, the tram will descend. Down into the depths of the Mutant City Laboratory. And into utter despair. Oh god, and speaking of which...
Ada! Ada! Can you hear me? Come on, snap out of it!
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. She's unconscious. Fortunately, that graze wasn't entirely lethal, but that does pose a problem, because G is after us yet again. And as before, once we actually leave this place, in case of an emergency, the red light will turn on and access from the outside will be prohibited for a limited time only. And no, we don't get a bargain from that. I have 2 herbs, but, and that's the locked door, so, yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. Not one bit. Yeah, there you are. Hello, G. And he's mutating even further to an even more devastating creature. Take a few shots at him and run away. Well, I still can. Oh god. It's Magnum time. Oh god. He's jumped away. Oh my word. He can jump. He can jump. Quite well. And that was a quadruple attack. Ooh, and I'm probably going to use those herbs right away. And reload, just in case. Oh. No. I'm going to go back to the almighty shotgun because I'm running low on magnum ammo. Where are you? There you are. And you're... Nope, there he goes. There he goes, he's hopped up on there. But he does have incredible regenerative abilities, as Annette told Claire in her story. So we want to check back on Ada ASAP. Well, could have been worse. We only had to use 1 set of herbs, but it was worth it. Warning, the motor has been stopped due to problems with overheating. That's unfortunate, because, well, this is the 2nd time that this machine has already been used.
Welcome back. Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down with these injuries. Go. Save yourself.
Is it just me, or does everybody always ignore what I say? I told you, it's my job to look after you.
But you'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy being with you.
I
know I'm not capable of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
It was a very touching moment between Leon and Ada there. But, we have to do something about that motor. Which means it's all on us. And it's time for us to repay Ada for the work that she's done in helping us with our injury. But yeah, we have stopped in the middle of the area of the shaft leading down to the laboratory. There actually does seem to be a conveniently placed area over here for good measure, in case of emergencies. Well, at least Umbrella know how to use their maintenance areas. There seems to be a vent over here And one would think that normally grates would normally be used by Sherry, since she's the one who normally uses them, but this one actually seems fairly large enough for us to go into. And it's probably too tall for Sherry in any case. Although she is 12, so she should be fairly tall. Oh dear, that's not good. Fell through the floor. And the motor started on its own. How very convenient. That is, very convenient indeed. Well, that was a unexpected twist there. But when we return, adventurers, we shall find our way through the passage we're in, and hopefully make our way to Ada, who by now is most certainly arrived at the laboratory's main entrance. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.